Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my third Fall Guys win. This is absolutely amazing. You guys are in for a treat. And then when it comes to this video, not only am I going to be showing you guys a Fall Guys win that's honestly probably one of my best, you guys are going to be hearing a really good story. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, grab a drink of water, go take a dump with the power of 1,000 suns, and let's end up getting started. So, the way that this ended up happening is that I was playing Fall Guys with Tennessee, good old Tennessee. For those of you guys that do not remember him, I actually made a video parody about him about a year ago. And he was in a couple of my videos for the longest time. And then, unfortunately, he actually ended up having his Xbox break a little over a year ago. And so, since he owns a PlayStation, I was actually able to finally play with him again when I recently got my PS4. So I've recently been playing again with him, and we've been playing Fall Guys. And it was so good to play with Tennessee again. In fact, I actually just got off right now, like 4 a.m. Like I played with him ever since like 10 p.m. tonight, and now I'm just finally getting off and recording this video at 4:16 a.m. So I played with him for like a solid 6 hours. And this is one of the wins that I actually got while playing with him. And there's nothing more amazing to have that feeling than having a friend you haven't talked to in a while and you get to join and hang out with them again, and it's just as good as you remembered it. Like, they're still just as fun to be around, and I really enjoyed hanging out with you, Tennessee, tonight. So thank you for playing with me tonight on Fall Guys. Tremendously appreciate it. Thank you for helping me get this win. It's just so good to have it where you can end up feeling like you're like a little kid again sometimes, like playing with friends, not having a care in the world, and you end up doing really well. It's just nice to end up having that experience. And that's what it was like for this Fall Guys win. You can also see that I also now have a pineapple skin. I saw that in the store, and I'm like, that's way too good considering my pineapple joke on stream recently. So I decided to end up doing that, and with the pineapple skin, there's probably going to be a lot of memes revolving around it, but that's why I had to do it. I had to do it for the spicy memes. So yeah, I've recently ended up getting, like I said, the third win, and I'm hoping ideally sooner or later that I can end up getting one of the legendary outfits before Season 1 ends, so I can be like, hey, I was a Season 1 OG, look at my cool skin, and just be able to flex, letting people know that I've won before, because there's nothing cooler in Fall Guys than having a skin that's just like, wow, this guy's won a lot of games, this guy's very, very cool. So that's just the way I look at it. Alright. Now, it's interesting when it comes to Fall Guys. I really am starting to enjoy this game, and I'm starting to get really, really good at it, in my opinion. It's very similar to the nature of BR at first, and I really enjoy playing with friends. It's nice to play by yourself, but it's especially nice to play with friends. I like the idea of how you can play almost like a free-for-all game and have your friends in it, kind of like party games and like the old Halo and COD games. It just gives a different flavor or feel, even like on stuff like such as Perfect Match. It's just funny just to screw with each other, like, being like, oh, Tennessee, go over there, or John, go over there. And like, we obviously know it's completely wrong, but it's just fun to just kind of troll each other. Because the game modes in this are very fun. Like, it's very nice, and you can get a lot of funny moments playing in Fall Guys. Because there's just some game modes that are really, really fun, like such as the ragdoll physics on the Whirligig. And then also, like just simply trolling the crap out of your friends or enemies on Slime Climb. And just also having the chaos during races such as like Fall Mountain and Tail Tag. And I really am starting to enjoy Fall Guys. It honestly is becoming one of my favorite games. In fact, one of the things that's actually really, really cool about how I was saying that Fall Guys is starting to get to Fortnite level. Think about it this way. There's already being Fall Guys tournaments. They have a thing called Fall Guys Fridays. And also as well, Fall Guys is not only a good game, but it's one of the best games, because here's why. It's the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game in history in the matter of a couple of weeks. That is just beyond me. It's not even been quite a month. It came out on the 4th, it's the 2nd now. It already hit that like before September. It was like at the end of August. That was just nuts. I really like the idea of knowing that because I'm supporting the game, that I'm making that idea come to fruition. And I know that also with Fall Guys as well, a lot of people like looking up the highlights and stuff like that. So I know this is a different type of change of pace for this video. I know you guys are having just me talking over the music and having it be in the past tense form. But I like doing that because then you not only get to see my thoughts in clarity afterwards, but you can also have like my pieces of advice and tips, because this was a long game in comparison to the second one. The first game I had that was a win went on for kind of a while. The second one was only 2 matches, and then the finale, because a lot of people died on Slime Climb, which it was very shocking for that. But for this one went on for quite a while. I think this one was 6 rounds, because I'm looking at the timer of the video right now, and eventually this video is going to go to about 13 minutes. Because we had a lot of modes. Right now we're already on Jump Club, and like the game's still not even over yet. Like, I wonder how many game modes you could theoretically get before you actually end up getting to the end. Because the game modes adjust based off the player count, and there's certain game modes that only will play anyways regardless of certain players. So I'm trying to think, if there's 25 game modes, 4 of them are finales, so we skip those and we go down to 21. And then roughly about 5 of them are team-based modes. So we get rid of that, and then we're looking about like 16. And I would say that, other than the exception of like random hiccups such as like Slime Climb killing everybody, really on average you're only going to have like about like 5 people be eliminated per game. So theoretically, out of like 60 people and having that many game modes, you could have it go for a pretty decent amount. Depending on how you look at it. Sometimes, like I said, you can have like 3-round games, but I would like to believe you can almost have it be like 8 rounds on a consistent basis. I mean, it probably wouldn't be 5 people each time. That's probably why. And I don't know. It's just something that I thought I would point out. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you're thinking of Fall Guys and whether or not that you've ended up getting a win yet. Because I know some people are struggling to get wins. And if you guys want to have more tip videos, you guys can actually check out my brand new series I've been doing of walkthroughs on Fall Guys maps, such as Jump Club that you just saw, and Slime Climb, which was the first ever episode. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I'm thinking for the third one, I'm going to actually do Tiptoe, just because Tiptoe is such a really complicated game mode if you don't understand it, but can be also a very easy mode if you do understand it. I'm also either considering that, or I'm even considering starting to do some of the team modes, because some of the team modes require a lot of skill, and even though you don't have a team exactly per se, you could kind of get used to it. This is also another thing about the pineapple skin, by the way, that I really do enjoy, is that the pineapple skin, since the pineapple by default is yellow, the pineapple, when you spawn in a team-based mode, if you're actually on the yellow team, as far as I know, it's only with the yellow team, but your guy actually is going to be white. The pineapple is white on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't know why, but for some reason they never thought to just keep it yellow and then just make it blue and red for what's on the other teams. I don't know why they just didn't do that. I don't know why they would just, not, leave it yellow for when it is yellow and then keep it red and blue for when that's the case with those teams. But now, for some reason, it's only yellow on my pants. I don't know why that's the case, but it does make it confusing for team-based modes. I like that idea, though, because you can kind of screw with the enemy team, and you can't have them, like, first glance at you and be like, oh, yeah, that guy is on the enemy team, stop him. It's just like, oh, who is that? Like, they have to think, and it really can screw with them not knowing if it's a friendly or not, because it just will make them think, like, am I safe, am I not safe? It really just tends to mess with you, especially in a scenario like Fall Guys on, let's say Fall Ball, because you're moving the ball, and your teammates might back off thinking that you got them, but in reality, you turn it on them on their goal, and it only really lasts at the beginning, because then people will eventually catch on. But it's just cool to have a scenario like that. I really do like that idea. And with Fall Ball, I would say Fall Ball is one of the more harder modes, just because of the fact that if you don't have a good team, you can easily get screwed. That's why I think that Fall Ball is one of those modes that you probably almost indefinitely need a teammate with, at least one, such as me having it with Tennessee. Although I do believe that Tennessee did or did not make it to the finale. I think Tennessee made it to the finale with me. I know most certainly that he made it at least to the end here. Actually, yeah, he would have to make it to the end because obviously he was on my team, duh. And for some reason I keep forgetting that if he's in your party, he's going to be on your team automatically. So yeah, me and Tennessee both went to the finale. And the finale, going into it with a friend is always great just because you can always end up having them help you out. You can always end up having them give you call-outs. And really, if you also want to, they can also suicide for you, but I don't think, as far as I know, that he suicided for me. I think he just kind of said it in a joking way. But yeah, as you can see right here, we're about to actually have a last second clutch, because right now it's 1-2-1 and the timer runs out. And then right here at the very end, we end up scoring a last second goal from your boy, and we end up getting qualified, which was super cool and super clutch. And now the finale is going to be the most interesting part. You guys are going to actually see me beat a brand new mode that I have not beaten before. I have beaten Tail Tag, I have beaten Jump Club, or Jump Showdown, and so there's only 2 left. And you guys can either guess Hexagon, or you can end up guessing Fall Mount. I'll give you a second to guess as it pulls up here. But it was one you weren't expecting. It was actually Hexagon. In my head, for some reason, I thought that Hexagon would be the last mode that I would ever beat, just because Hexagon requires the most skill, and a lot of people sweat at it, because it's 100% all skill. And it's not that I doubt myself, it's just that I think that the controller is harder on Hexagon than it would be mouse and keyboard. And the funniest part is that I was like really into the conversation I was having with Tennessee about life. It was like, you know, that 3-4 a.m., you know, just like sitting and just talking about life type of conversation. And I was doing the strat, I was doing the jumping around, and I wasn't doing the running. But there was only 7 people in the lobby, and I was just in the zone. For some reason in my head, I was just thinking about all the conversation, but I was doing the right thing, man. I was doing everything right. I was running, I was jumping, and sure, there was a couple moments where I like fall through the floor there and stuff like that, but I was in the zone for when I could be. Like, I was running around, and I was jumping, I was cutting people off, and it really wasn't even a bother to me. And it got to the point where like I was just like not even focused on the game anymore, and it just didn't bother me whatsoever. And I get to the final floor here, and it's funny because I don't even remember this. Like, this was all subconscious. And now it's getting to the point where I'm watching this back and I'm like, wow, I'm starting to get really good that I'm doing this subconsciously. I was jumping, and I got to the point where I like almost started to like surprise myself, just being like, wow, I'm starting to get really, really good. And I think the reason why I had this part right here is because of the way that I broke the tiles up. Because I kind of gave myself my own section. I noticed a lot of people started to give themselves their own sections and then just jump when they need to. Before, I just thought that, hey, I'll just leave as many possible tiles as I could that left the 2 open for people to flank behind me. And I'm glad that I made the holes when I did, because it made it so that way everyone, you could just see, just falls through the center from the top level and they can't do anything about it. And I think right here, it's me, a random, and Tennessee. And I can't remember if Tennessee was the last one before me. And then I look at the score and I'm just like, oh, hey, I won! Like, I didn't even realize I won until I got to the very end there. So it was actually really, really cool. But yeah, guys, that's honestly pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys ended up enjoying. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated, and it will let you guys know what I am uploading next. And I hope you guys enjoyed another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys will ever see. Thank you for watching, guys. Love you, and peace out.